Ripping microphones, but that's stating the obvious. Ripping microphones, ripping microphones, ripping microphones, but that's stating the obvious. Kicking shit to make MCs back down. Ripping, 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 kicking shit to make MCs back down.
Welcome everybody to the first episode of the Dumpster Fire video cast. I'm Ep1, here with our graphic artist Dusty Rose and our young and up and coming hip hop star Lord Dynasty. Y'all about to know a lot about him. We're just here to open some Garbage Pail Kids, have some fun, discuss our record label, and let y'all know what's going on with us. So, how did you feel when I walked in and gave you the idea for the Pale Garbage Rappers and the cards and everything? Like, what was the first thing that popped in your head?
I mean, the first thing, just chuckled to myself because grew up messing with these cards. And coming from you, I was just like, all right, this is a little bit different than what we came up doing together, you know?
Yeah.
But then it made sense. And then I started to get excited about it the more I started thinking about the actual art creating for it. And yeah, it was just like excitement because it was something new. It was something in my wheelhouse, but outside of it a little bit too, so I could get excited about it. But yeah, it was just excited. And then once the first ones happened, it's been dope since.
Yeah, I mean, you've really killed them up to this point.
Appreciate it, man.
So, Dynasty, explain to the people kind of how we linked up and you got to the label.
Right. So, actually, I was on my way to Maryland to do a podcast with a guy that I worked with at another job, and Nick was the guy who produced track 3 from the Free EP, which is Oasis.
Right.
He had reached out to me. He was like, "Yo, I got somebody that wants to talk to you, something about management." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm all ears." Then he sent me your number, and I think I called you the very next day, and we talked on the phone for maybe like a half an hour, like literally my whole lunch break. And then I think it was the week after, or it might have been the next day after that, I drove up to up here to Winchester. And then we had a mutual agreement, like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sign with you. And then I think maybe like a little less than a month later, I came up here and signed the paperwork.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
shout out to Nick for the plug, though.
Yeah, shout out to Nick.
I don't know why you're here, man, but shout out, dog.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Nick, it's always love.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you feel when I presented the idea?
I thought it was dope. I didn't really necessarily understand what the Pale, what was it? What's the original name? Garbage Pail Kids?
Yeah. Because
I'm a 90s baby. I didn't grow up seeing that. But just the way you explained it, and I saw the passion, and then you started laying out, okay, this is the first step, second step, third step. I was like, first of all, this is something different that I've never done it like this before. Like, I've always been independent, and I had a way of doing things, which I could have done things better, but just listening to how you wanted to lay out everything, I thought it was a masterpiece. Like, trust me, if I didn't, I wouldn't have signed that paperwork.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
I thought it was genius.
Yeah, so how'd you feel when you saw your card for the first time?
I dropped my phone, bro. Like, I saw it and I was like, what the hell is this? And then I saw my old lady and she was geeked up, man, and it was tough, bro. I was like, I did not think that it was gonna turn out. I'm not gonna say I didn't think it was gonna turn out like that because I didn't necessarily know how it would look. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, it's way better than anything I imagined. That shit was tough.
Yeah.
It's my favorite one, by the way.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
Hope so.
Okay, so when you did the BDC series first, shout out Dick James, shout out Boondock, which was these right here, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
So, after you got those done, I presented the idea for Dynasties. Mm-hmm. How did you feel when it was that drastic of a change? Like,
well, I mean, I feel like the BDC cards, like the first 3, were like pretty true to Garbage Pail Kids, like back in the day. You know what I mean? But then you gave me Dynasty's idea, and it was a little bit more towards my side of things. Like, stuff started getting a little creepier, a little darker, and I was just like, bet, and just gave me just, some basic off the top ideas, and I sat with it for a minute, and I was just like, yeah, I got it.
I actually have a question for you as well. Was it difficult for you to kind of like recreate like the Garbage Pail Kids image, or was it easy since that's something like you pretty much, that was a part of your childhood? So like
the basic setup of like how a card looks was the easy part, just because I was familiar with it. But I was trying to like do something original, but also do it in a way where people like recognize.
Right. Okay.
That's where the inspiration came from, basically.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't super difficult. Like I said, everything with this has just been natural.
Right.
But yeah, no, it wasn't difficult at all. It was fun. Like I said, that idea was the first that was more in my neck of the woods, which is usually darker art, horror art, creepy stuff. So
follow my man Dusty Rose Tattoos on Instagram. He does the best serial killer art ever. Sorry, I had to throw the plug in there just because
I appreciate
my man
it.
is like that. Like
good.
He is so good at what he does.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, when I first saw the Dynasty card, that's when it really hit me. Like, this is gonna work.
Yeah.
Like, that is magic. When I saw it, it was like, oh, we're on to something.
The illuminated eyes with the fucking gate at the bottom. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and it just, and then, you know, just the carry on from that, it's been amazing. But, you know, these people came to watch us open some Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
So,
let's get to it.
Let's open some cards. All right, guys, we're about to open the Series 4 original Garbage Pail Kids pack.
Let's get to it.
Crazy, from 86.
1986. Oh, they're not all gummed up.
Okay.
That's
There's
a
a
great
piece sticking on the back of the card.
We're gonna lose the back card at least. Okay. We got a Barf and Bart. A Nailed Neil.
I like that one.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, the Nailed Neil.
Well, just all the weird, creepy ones like that were always my jam.
Bushy Bernice.
That name is just.
It's a bearded lady.
Yeah,
in
no,
the
I
shower.
remember. I remember that one.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This was one of my favorite ones when I was a kid. Slosh Josh. Go figure.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But it's the dude in a beer bottle.
That's crazy.
See, I didn't really know much about this until I met you, and I was like, I feel like I remember seeing something like that when I was a kid, but not much.
Yeah, they were
compared to
around.
what this really is.
You know.
And then I like this one, but this is one that got. I think all the ones that got ruined by the gum, I'm gonna actually take the stickers and put them in the studio.
Got you. That makes sense.
Yeah, but that's Gordon. That's who we got with the gum card.
Yeah. That's all good though. That's still dope.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so the stickers on here, you can just.
Yeah, there's. See, they peel. You peel right there, and these are actually sticker cards.
Got you. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, man.
Well, this pack's warped bad. Oh no! Look what the first card in the warp pack is.
That's on the side of the box.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, yo, that's tough.
Hey, face it a little bit towards you too. There you go.
Damn. It's all good though.
Got the unzipped Zach. It's bent, but there's no gum damage.
Right.
And a little bit right there.
Yeah, you got a crease.
Oh my god, it hurts my soul.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that's dope though. Got the unzipped Zach.
That's my favorite so far.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh yeah,
That's one
of those iconic ones. That's like the.
Yeah, people don't even know about him. Know about that one.
Warren.
I remember that joint.
It's basically a Rambo spoof.
Yeah.
Hey.
Shaggy Aggie.
Is that
That's
perfect?
it. What?
Perfect. Where you have it right there is perfect.
I like this one. Ruby Q.
Oh yeah. You see that joint?
That is tough.
Yeah. Just crazy memories, man.
And then our gum card that got ruined is Flat Tyler. That's dope art.
Yeah.
Like I think that is dope
Yeah, this
art.
was always one of my favorites. Yeah, that's crazy. It's still the art on the front though is fine. You know what I mean?
It's crystal
Yeah.
You got a little little
not
bit
faded.
where the gum stuck to it, but this is from '86. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
you can't be mad.
I don't think anything's getting sent off to get graded, but these would be fun binder cards.
Oh man, yeah. Okay. This chick again.
With the girl with the armpits.
No, the black player.
Yes.
Just makes me feel dirty. Alright. So you got a bloated Blair, and she's. Yeah, it's got gum damage. But still a cool card. We got a Tiffany lamp. We got that one a bunch of times. Hanky Panky. We've gotten that one a bunch.
Yeah.
Trying to get like him, shit.
That's
Like he's having a good time.
yeah. And that one's pretty well centered too.
It is. That's one.
Ooh,
I like that. Dude.
this is a perfect centered unzip-zag.
That gets the thing.
It's 100% centered,
That gets the hard sleeve.
and there's no gum damage. What? That's crazy.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Super perfect. No gum damage. That's crazy. Wow.
Arguably the best one. Arguably.
Yeah, I mean,
Top 5 in my personal opinion, based on
Yeah.
what I've seen, definitely top 5.
from this box, he's on the box. Like
Yeah.
that's definitely the card you want. And there's nothing wrong with this one. That's crazy. That's wild. Wow. That's crazy, my dude.
Yeah, that's.
And then we finish off that pack with a Barfin Bart.
Is that the gum card?
Yeah, he's pretty well beat up, but
It's perfect.
yeah. Isn't that insane?
Oh my.
Yeah. Like, you don't just get those.
No, it's like wow.
That's nuts. So we're starting off with another Salvador Dali. It's pretty bent, but
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
It's unfortunately,
hard.
man.
Yeah. Another high rye. The Flying Toast.
Yeah, like I said, that was just weird too.
Yeah,
It don't look right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Greta Garbage, we've gotten her.
As you put a piece of toast in the toast and it comes out looking like that. You still eat it? You bought it? Or is it got...
Just throwing everything away.
What's my life looking like at the
Yeah.
time?
Right. Is it tight? Yeah, you gotta get it.
Like, do we got hot pockets,
Old
money?
Muscular Molly. And another kitty litter.
I wish we could get one of those.
Like
that
a
was
clean
worth,
one,
like yeah,
yeah.
just one that was worth keeping. Like everyone we've gotten has been like bent.
Just beat up, but, you know.
I'm impressed we've gotten this much out of this box.
I'm-
That was the fear, bro. So
Yeah,
like, this was
we
gonna be a
talked
gum
about
box.
outside,
Yeah.
This pack looks like the most perfectly centered. We got a turned on Terra. That one's perfectly centered.
Yeah.
If it's perfectly centered, you gotta sleeve it.
Yeah.
If it's not a gum
I
card.
might do that for this whole pack. We got a Hanky Panky, super duper centered. We have an unzipped Zach. The one that we have is better than this one, but this one I would say is like a 90% centered.
Yeah, that's still a keeper.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. This whole pack is crazy. You got a Yicky Mickey. That one's perfect as well. Yeah, this whole pack is nuts.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then we got a Spiky Mikey, and that one's damn near perfect too.
Gum card.
That's crazy. Alright. This looks pretty flat. Let's see what kind of luck we can get. It's a pretty centered crushed Shelly, but it's got a little bit of gum damage on the front. Yeah. formaldehyde that's perfect.
Yeah.
100%.
Because that centering is a big issue.
It's great. Oh, dude, people go crazy over it, and I used to not really care about it, but looking at the cards, you always want them to be
Perfect as
centered.
possible.
Yeah. So you have a perfect, or almost perfect Reese's Pieces.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really close, really flat. An almost perfect Alien Ian.
That's the checklist too. You gotta sleeve that.
Yeah, and the checklist is perfect.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that one gets a sleeve, and then we finish off with Dry Guy. It's pretty perfect on the front, but it's the gum card.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I hate how all the sideways ones have been the gum cards, and we haven't gotten like.
And we have a Traveling Travis.
That one's pretty good too. It's a little off on the front, but that's clean, really flat too.
Yep. Wait for the bag of
We're almost out of bags too.
Yeah, we are running through.
Got back that jack-o'-lantern,
Yep.
right in the middle, almost perfectly centered.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be my favorite one from this series. What's that, the fourth? Yeah.
Tony. This one's damn near centered too.
That's perfect, but it's the gum card. That sucks.
Oh man.
That sucks.
Christ.
But
I feel like they're doing this on purpose now.
Yeah.
We got one. I think the first one's High Ride, right here.
Oh, we haven't seen that one.
No,
first time.
yeah.
That's dope.
This one's tough.
That's super dope.
Yeah. I think it's weird how they made the bread the opposite way of the toaster angle.
Yeah,
Like,
like it's popping out. It's real strange.
Like you popped into the 360.
Yeah.
Right. Greta Garbage. We've seen this one earlier, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't have. We saw the other one.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
Greta, whatever it was before Trashy something.
Whoa!
Yo.
I forgot about
Molly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Molly.
It's wild how it comes back seeing it too. Like that's nuts.
Yeah, that's wild.
Jesus Christ.
Dang.
Kitty litter, similar to one of the ones we saw earlier.
Oh yeah.
The Garfield joint.
Yeah. And then Hygiene, the guy that's shaving his face, but still creeps me out no matter how many times I've seen it. No matter how many times I've seen it, man. Like,
It's
I can't tell you how nervous I was to touch these things earlier.
bro. Yeah.
I don't want to bend anything.
Yep.
This pack is pretty flat though. No way, Jose. This one's tough. That one is tough.
Yo.
It's close to being centered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost there.
Go ahead and penny sleeve that one because we ain't even seen that.
Who am I saying? The noises. There we go. Okay.
Nerve wracking.
it hurts my soul.
Bro.
Like I got so used to the gum coming off in one piece.
Right.
Watching that
Yeah.
was heartbreaking, to be honest with you. You got Dry Guy. Yeah.
Yeah, we got that a couple
That
times. That's a
center
dope
is
card.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that might
sleeve
be-
that.
Yeah.
That might be the best form of him that we pulled.
Tyler. That looks painful.
And-
Imagine that. It looks.
Yeah, it's a bad day.
Yeah. Dunkin' Pumpkin.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Man, yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
Centering looks pretty.
Sleeve
pretty
that.
decent, too,
Yeah.
too.
Never have too many of those.
Unzip Zach.
Yeah,
My personal favorite.
Yeah, I mean that's the one. From,
Yeah, man.
it's either that one or the Martian from this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of.
The Jack-o'-lantern joint is my favorite
Yeah.
from this.
Yeah, the
But the Martian joint is crazy. I
Yeah, the
love
jack-o'-lantern
that
joint.
Yeah, Brett Vet.
And that dude. Yeah.
There's actually like 6 of them I really like.
There really is, yeah.
Like I can't really like pinpoint a favorite.
Yeah. It's just, they're all.
So, let's get into the meat of it. What's your top 5 rappers?
All time?
All time. Dead or alive?
Well, off Jump Street is Weezy F Baby. Please say the baby. It's the hometown hero right there. I gotta put him up there.
Okay.
Biggie definitely. I feel like it's kind of hard to argue with that one. The third one might come to a surprise, but Busta Rhymes.
Okay, Busta's nice.
I looked up to him heavy when I was a kid.
Lords of the Underground?
Yeah. Ooh, Rick Ross is 4. I don't care what nobody says about Ross. His wordplay is top tier, in my opinion at least.
Ross is nice.
Ross is like the
lyrically
second version of Biggie. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to wordplay and how shit flows in together, this is my personal opinion.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to give Ross a second version of Biggie. I think Ross is. It's not a knock. I think Ross is the first Ross, but I don't think he's the second Biggie.
Yeah, well, Biggie just
I don't know, man.
Yeah, Biggie.
He was the first, but when you listen to Ross's wordplay and how, like I said, he flows in and out of his flows in his pockets, it resembles Biggie, in my opinion.
I mean, I see it.
I can see it a little bit, yeah.
So that was what, 4? I'm gonna get the 5th slap to DMX since he got me that ass whipping. So I'm gonna have to get the 5th slap to DMX.
DMX get the 5th slap for the childhood ass whooping.
Yes, sir. What about you, Ill? Top 5.
Method Man's number 1.
Yeah.
And he's a weird number 1. Everyone always gives me shit about it, but I feel like nobody's done it as long, as consistent, and on the track with as many greats as Method Man.
Yeah.
Yo, who else was on a track with Biggie hanging with him, and then these days still getting verse of the year on the Conway joint? I think Meth has the catalog in the. You ain't never heard a bad Meth verse.
No, you're right.
No.
And it's been 30 years.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to Meth. Number 2 gonna be Jadakiss. Cause
that's a solid one. That's solid.
Don't nobody punch like Kiss. Don't nobody punch like Kiss.
Yeah.
Just won't nobody punch like Kiss. Third, I'm gonna have to give to Jay-Z for his impact on hip hop as a whole.
Yeah.
And on rappers as a whole. There was a whole generation of people trying to be Jay-Z specifically, not a rapper, trying to be that hustler mogul. So I got to give him the number 3. I think my number 4 gonna go, man.
See, it gets tough once you have the top 3, man.
Because I got Big, Pop, T.I., and Saigon. I gotta fit.
T.I., really? Okay.
I gotta fit in the 4 slots. Like,
Saigon too, though.
Saigon, I listen to more Saigon than I listen to any rapper.
Right.
Like, Saigon is my favorite rapper, probably. Like, when it comes right down to who I day-to-day listen to. I don't know if I consider him the nicest or what, but like he did this Desperado remix you can't find anywhere but on YouTube. And it's just I don't know, it's about being down the road, and it's just like the way it hit me, it always hits me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have to round it out with Pop.
That's your 4th?
No, that's my 5. Saigon will be 4 and Pop will be 5.
Gotcha.
Because while I don't think Pop was a lyricist, I think Pac was a leader and a poet, and his lyrics meant more than anybody else's lyrics. Like word for word, I think Pac said more.
Right, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Like, but it hurts me to not put Big in there, and it hurts me to not put Tip in there, because I mean, I've loved Tip since trap music. Like,
It's always top 10.
I mean, it's top 10, but.
Keep the list rolling.
I had to throw my honorable mentions in there because I really couldn't do it. Right. So what about you?
So mine's similar, but kind of all over the place a little bit more too. Like my number 1 will probably be Ghostface.
Okay.
Okay.
That was what you were most likely to catch me listening to from middle school through high school.
Okay. Fair.
Ghostface influenced everything, the style, the way he talked, everything. Number 2 is a little bit obscure, Immortal Technique.
Immortal Technique. I take your hype man and beat him with my mic stand.
Yeah, like just being on some horror, darker imagery stuff, that dude has always been like a real big influence. Like if I really need to crank out some like dark artwork, put some of him on, just let it go. And then 3rd, DMX. Same reason.
Good choice.
because he was just on some dark,
rugged, man.
dark.
Yeah, I mean, X was
Album covers?
Yeah,
Shit.
but then the duality of it, where he start crying and just always did a lot for me. And then gotta go back down south, Pastor Troy.
okay.
That's 4 for you, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's 4.
I'm not too familiar with Pastor Troy.
Pastor Troy is old school down south.
Yeah.
Not the. I mean, you can play it in the club, but 9 times out of 10, you put Pastor Troy on, something's happening to somebody. Like she's going. Yeah, like it's just.
That's a good description.
Yeah, like it is what it is. But that was, down south Georgia boys. Like that was his thing. Like Pastor Troy is up there, and then. Like I feel conflicted not putting Big and Pac in the top 5.
But this is your personal joint though, so.
And I listen to more Big than Pac. But if I'm gonna round out like top 5, you most likely catch me listening to, I'm gonna finish off with The Game.
Game? Okay.
That's solid though.
Yo, a lot of people hate on Game.
Bro, it's mad talented.
His music is amazing.
Yeah. Like it's insane. Like he has depth to his music, crazy lyrically, but then just on that gangster West Coast shit, like he kept it going.
Yeah, like
Did you just hear his Kanye West joke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy. And yeah, he kept the West Coast gangster shit going, and that was like
He was like Hollywood doing that.
yeah, I mean, honestly,
yeah, like that. It made me happy when he came out because the West Coast had really started to they hadn't fallen off, but the gangster shit wasn't really there like it.
Yeah.
And he brought that back tenfold.
Oh man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but
He actually reached out to me 2 years ago. I think it was 2020.
Really?
Yeah, he does these mixtapes with independent artists, and he puts a bunch of independent artists on there. My song Holy Ghost got a slot on it. Yeah, this happened I think 2020. Yeah.
that's what's up.
That's crazy.
Yup.
Wow.
The seats and everything, man.
Well, see, that's
It's
another
fucking
reason.
starstruck. That's holy shit. It's the game.
Yeah,
It's the game.
that's another reason I fuck with him because he's a real artist and he fucks with real artists. So
Okay, well let's keep this going. Top 5 albums.
Carter 3 is no one. I don't care what nobody says. This is my personal Carter 3. Reasonable Doubt. That grew on me because I didn't grow up when he came out with that album, man.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But as I got older and started dipping and dabbing in the hip hop, I'm like, yo, this is a really good
It's
album.
a masterpiece.
Ready to Die is 3. Ooh, sheesh. God Forgives and I Don't by Ross is 4.
that
That album is solid.
Yeah.
I was bumping that on that 2-hour drive. I read the whole album on that drive. And number 5, like I said, this is my personal, so I don't want nobody coming at me, but I'm giving Drake's Take Care is 5.
Okay, I mean,
Play that front to back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easily. That Take Care album was crazy.
good album. Drake's never been my flavor, but
Right. And he
I don't hate on him. The
man.
he's a.
Oh yeah, what he's been able
he
to
owns
do.
Billboard.
Yeah.
It's just that's never what I'm bumping.
Right.
So what about you then?
My top 5 albums, Reasonable Doubt's number 1. I think it's a hip hop masterpiece.
Okay.
I think the double entendres and just the wordplay in it are never gonna be touched. 2, All Eyes on Me, Pop.
Yeah.
Because it's a double disc. I can play front to back, 2 discs. 3, 36 Chambers. Definitely
Yeah.
36 Chambers.
Yeah.
And 4 is To Cal.
Okay.
And man, and 5, I'm probably gonna have to round it out with Too Shorts. Get in where you fit.
Yeah.
Because
Yes, sir.
I'd be front if I said I didn't bump a hell of a lot of Too Short in my life and love every second of it.
Yeah, the absurdity.
What's your
Voice is dope.
So you drop 36 Chambers, do Triumph.
okay?
That when they first all got back together and came back, that was middle school for me, I think. That album was crazy.
The Woo Forever album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, double.
Yeah.
Double album. The Black Album, I listened to until it stopped working. Damn, whole albums. Actually, man, just more of the down south shit. Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, that first EP. I bumped that shit until it didn't play anymore.
Everybody did, man.
I mean,
everybody did.
What am I at, 3?
Yeah. It ain't gotta be hip hop. It's your top 5 album.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going outside of hip hop,
It could be Green Day. You know what I mean?
the first Slipknot EP. If we're going outside of hip hop,
Okay.
the first Slipknot EP, and then, damn man, albums of all time. Go with the Carter 3. Like I can't.
Come on, man.
There's discrepancies that I've had with Wayne over the years, but that is as close to like modern masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to bump something front to back, like
Yeah.
there ain't no skips.
Nah, I love the Carter 3. I'm not gonna front. It's not my top 5, but it would have hit my top 10.
Yeah, like it's one of those that needs to, like you could have supplemented for anything, you know, like Reasonable Doubt, whatever. I personally, the Black Album was just
Reasonable Doubt.
Reasonable Doubt is classic.
I just remember living Reasonable Doubt while listening to Reasonable
Yeah,
Doubt.
yeah.
I don't know. Just,
Relatable, yeah.
it was a very relatable album at that time in my life.
Yeah.
So let's switch it up a little bit. What's your 5 favorite movies?
Any genre? Like,
It don't matter.
Alright, so it's gonna be mainly horror movies. To be completely honest with you, like 3 of the 5 are horror movies.
Yeah.
The first one is Stephen King's It. That's a must. That literally made me afraid of clowns since I was a teenager, which is kind of embarrassing to say, but it is what it is. John Carpenter's Halloween.
Got you.
I have the shirts, I have the posters, the DVDs. The same movie is on DVD 4 times in my house. Swear to God.
That's dope though.
Yeah, you're a real fan.
Halloween 2. If I'm being honest, Halloween 2.
Yeah.
You did. Like, you know how hard it is to find a 1 and a 2 that are that good?
They don't really.
Jesus
they don't,
Christ.
They
Nah,
don't usually line up like
see,
that.
you don't ever line up like that.
Nope. Except for that one.
Yep.
Number 4 is The Waterboy. Adam Sandler.
I'm not even mad at that.
Yeah,
Like,
There's one clip to where like he brings the girl that he likes, Amy Valancourt, I think
Yep.
is her name.
yeah.
So
Vicky Valancourt.
Vicky, there it is, there
Vicky
it is.
Valancourt.
And he brings her to a barbecue with him and his mama, and she starts like low key sending shots to him. It was like, have you seen his bed sheet?
Yeah.
And there's a clip to a big ass sheet, like yellow stain. He gets up and says, "Excuse me, ladies, I'm just gonna go hang myself." Oh my goodness! When I say every time, I know the scene. And I laugh every time.
Yeah.
In that 5th slot, ooh, it's hard for me not to throw another horror movie in there, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to give it to Step Brothers. Yeah, Step Brothers.
Oh, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic, in my opinion, man.
Yeah.
And I can substitute that for Talladega Nights. That's a fun
Fair,
ass
like,
movie too,
Anything Will
man.
Ferrell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Before there was memes, there was Will Ferrell.
Exactly.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
that's just
So
real.
OG.
Like,
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stick with Step Brothers on that one.
hell yeah.
All right. That's
Yo,
tight.
man, how you feeling?
Alright, so I'd have to say my number 1 is probably Blow.
Ooh.
My number 2
Tough.
is probably Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah,
where he plays
yeah.
Frank
You
Abagnale.
got some heavy hitters right now.
3, probably gonna be Casino, cause I don't know, I'm just obsessed with that Las Vegas gambling lifestyle.
Yeah.
4, this is harder than it sounds.
It is.
'cause, like, you gotta pick the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
4, I mean, I could say so many things right now,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm trying to be honest. I'd probably be Goodfellas.
That's a solid choice.
Yeah, and then
It's on my list.
5, man, No Country.
For Old Men.
Yeah, No Country for Old
That's
Men,
a tough
probably.
one
Like,
too.
because I'm sitting here thinking there's so many things that are so close.
Yeah.
To like, is that it?
I feel like you could probably swap out some. Like there's so many.
Yeah,
Like, it
like,
still stay though.
Yeah.
yeah, like that top 5 isn't completely static. I don't think.
Nah,
Right, right.
You could make some substitutions.
What you working with?
So most of mine are gonna be horror because that's my whole jam. I'd say number 1 be Rob Zombie's Halloween.
That shit.
because
I didn't like the second one, but the first
second one was boo-boo.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. But that first one was just, it was as brutal as I wanted Michael Myers to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just, as a character, resonated with me. After that, I would say the remake of It.
Solid.
The first one. Just because to remaster a character that already was an icon and make it even better,
Agreed,
but different, has to get the nod.
Just like the first one, he was an actual clown. Like he did that shit. The second one's like he's a demon.
He's a
hell,
demon
man.
from space. They came here to mess shit up. I got discrepancies with Leatherface because I've had some art issues with them.
You told me about that.
But I can't deny the original Leatherface was like my childhood.
Right.
That was my dude. And then, so am I 3, 4, mix it up. Bad Boys 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just, that I could literally put that on anytime and just let it go in the background.
Right. The soundtrack is dope too. I think Nelly was on the soundtrack.
Yeah. Like definitely a beachy type soundtrack. And then I was gonna say Goodfellas.
It's a masterpiece.
It really is. It really is. But I'm gonna finish it off with Forrest Gump.
Yo, Forrest Gump's
It's one of the best movies ever made.
It really is.
I don't like it personally.
What?
It's just not my cup of tea, man. I just watch it. I'm just like, it's not a bad choice. It's a great movie.
It's mad
just not
long.
my cup of tea.
Yeah, it's mad long, and I don't know why I fuck with it, but I just always like that fucking movie. Like, it just, I don't know what it is, but I love it. So yeah, that'll be my 5th Forrest Gump.
Okay.
Solid.
Well, that was a good top 5 little section right there.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to opening some Garbage Pail Kids, and then we will be back to talk to y'all. We got kitty litter.
That one looks pretty.
Gum damage on the front.
Damn, man.
A perfectly centered hygiene.
Oh, bruh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a definite. And a perfectly centered Rutherford B. Hayes.
That's crazy. I wanted to make sure we got one of those. That's crazy.
That's another one I haven't seen that often.
Nah, we've only pulled that.
It's losing faith. But it's perfectly centered. Got the Dying Dinah, perfectly centered. And the Walt Whitless, of course, has to be perfectly centered, but the gum card.
Yep.
Again.
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites from this too.
Oh, I say, damn, where'd the gum go?
Yeah.
No Way Jose, but it's perfect, but it's got gum damage on the front.
Yep. Damn, it is perfect.
Yeah. And we got the teddy bear. It's off centered.
AJ, move your head to the right. Slowly.
High rye.
What's that one?
That's the toast one.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a gem from this pack.
Okay, what'd you get?
A perfectly centered Greta Garbage.
Oh, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, that's super perfect. You take it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we've really got a perfect one of her yet. That's what's up.
And then the gum card is a perfectly centered Muscular Molly.
Yeah, I don't mess with her yet. Just kind of randomly buying a box. All right.
Yeah, because I went through sketchy channels to get this box. It was I was not sure if it
Might not work, man.
All right. So we get that perfect.
Would you still keep these? You just like store them differently, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, just do like you was talking about like a binder or something, you know.
Do like a binder for the table in the studio or
right,
something.
right.
Like I'm gonna let y'all pick through and grab what you want to
Yeah.
take home or to remember, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
And
So we have a off
these are probably the label though.
Right.
To the back.
Ashley Can. is the first card. She's off center. We got an Amazing Grace. This joint that I'm just over.
I'm done. Yeah. There's like 4 cards that I'm done.
Yeah. Alright, we got a Caddy Kathy. That's almost perfect centering on the front.
We don't have any good ones of that, so sleeve it.
Yeah,
like that's a definite sleever.
And then we have a almost perfect Hygiene, which I think we've got a couple of already.
Yeah.
I think I put one in the sleeve earlier.
Yeah.
Last time I was up.
And then we got a stuffed sleeve, and it sucks it's the gum card, but that's one of my favorites from this pack too.
Yeah. I think I got a good top 5 formed of these cards.
I think so, yeah.
Like,
now that we've come, almost to the end, I got a solid 5 that I mess with hard. Alright, let's see. Unzip Zach for the top card. Yeah. But, there's a little bit of gum damage, but this is damn near perfect. Yep. Unzip Zach. Look at that.
oh man, that is literally perfect.
Yeah. That sucks.
Gum damage.
Just a little bit, but I'm.
Yeah,
that's a good one, man.
Hey, that's.
Yes, sir.
Just look right there.
Right there.
Pretty good.
I'd say sleeve it just because of who it is.
I think I'm
Oh,
going to.
He's built that reputation.
We got the sleeve, so yeah, we'll go ahead and sleeve it. Next one's a Bar from Bart. It's a little off center, but that's still a really nice card. And then we got Nailed Neil. That is almost 100% perfect. Do we have one of him already?
No, we don't.
Alright.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I think all the other ones were either warped or had gum damage.
Yeah, they were almost all the gum cards.
Yeah.
It's a perfect Bushy Bernice.
Well, if it's perfect, we gotta sleeve it.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta agree with it to sleeve it.
Yeah.
It's how like all club days.
Alright.
Oh man.
The gum card is a locale. It's almost perfect if it wasn't a gum card.
Yeah.
Santa Claus.
Give him some fire.
Yeah. Alright. That's crazy. This was upside down.
Tampered. But
Interesting. What's that? Well, let's see. It's off center, but it's a Crush Shelly is the top card. But yeah, they're upside down. They're all. That's weird.
tampered.
But
Hidden in the bottom of the box, tampered.
we got an almost perfect Walt Whitless.
Thanks for the tamper.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Yeah, we're not looking for the same thing you're looking for.
Yeah. That's dope, man. Throw him over there. Man. That is almost perfect. Rutherford B. Hay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Almost perfect. Man, yeah. This poor girl just keeps catching it. Dying Dinah. It's perfect, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then a Sean. I don't mess with this one.
Nah, like it's wrong. Like
Yeah.
it makes me
It's
feel.
morally.
It's almost perfect too. Duncan.
I think he's iconic.
He
I think
is.
he's sleevable if it's
Yeah.
almost perfect.
And another almost perfect unzip sack.
I mean, you gotta keep sleeving,
But
right?
these are a little bit more warped.
Oh yeah, they are badly warped. I
Yeah,
didn't
you see
that.
it?
Yeah, that kind of kills it.
Yeah. I'll toss you over here. Yeah. And then we got a Brett Vet, which is, I don't think it's in my top 5, but it could
I
be
like
6.
it. Like I like it. Yeah,
It could be
he's the
6.
top 10.
Yeah, like he could get in there. This one is bottom of the barrel, Shaggy Aggie.
If she's not last, she's second to last.
Yeah, bruh. And then we finish off with Ruby Cube. It's almost perfect if it wasn't the gum card.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ain't that always the way?
That's a way. You could list these and sell them tonight. Like it's
Harriet.
You know, I don't. Have we gotten a Harry Harriet, or have we only gotten the Bridgets?
I don't know.
I don't remember
a
a hair.
image on the front that I can see in the light. That kind of sucks.
That does suck.
I don't know.
But how you feel if you wanna?
Nah,
We got low-cal.
we don't have any good ones of that. That's still not. It's working.
Yeah, and it's
let me
also-
see if we got any of him.
No way, Jose. This one looks good though.
That's
Well, actually, no, they're all warped.
Yeah.
But it's centered pretty well.
But I still like that card though.
Salvatore Dali, like before. Melba Toast. This is just wrong.
Yeah, it's just some of them
That's
just.
an alien.
Yeah.
Trashy, Trash Tracy. What gun damage on this?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Slides right there.
Oh my god. This guy. This dude right here.
Always showing up to the party.
Yep. Bruce Moose. I think we bagged a couple of those earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a nice one of, I think it was Hunter though.
That guy.
Yeah, this dude right here. I don't even want to say his name. This guy.
Yeah. I'm over that dude.
Had to be the gum card.
Right.
I think he's definitely in my top 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
Let's see.
Crazy.
Decapitated heading. Incomplete Pete. I feel like me and him have a personal relationship now. So
Yeah.
Out of Space Chase. You guys were talking about this one earlier.
yeah, that's the one we wanted, but not.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurts because look, it's well centered too.
Yeah.
Yep. We got Dry Guy. And then we have Flat Tyler. The most painful one.
Hey, the card we started with was the card we finished with.
Yeah.
Word.
That's crazy.
Alright, so Midas actually got something to ask you.
What's up?
What was the inspiration behind you kind of like making a correlation with the Pale Garbage Rappers and the Garbage Pail Kids? Like, why did you want to kind of like, I wouldn't necessarily say mimic that, but kind of like have that as a blueprint?
Okay, so as you know, I got the Woo stamp on my hand.
Yeah.
I loves Woo. I got to make a track with Ray.
Shit, yeah.
Like, and I always loved how they were formed as a unit.
Right.
And how their albums, when they came out in the 90s, you would wait for them almost like issues of a comic book.
Right.
And like it was a series. And I wanted to put together a team of artists and, you know, to each have their own character
Right.
in our universe. And I've always loved Garbage Pail Kids. Like, I'm a dork. Like, I've always loved Garbage Pail Kids. They're a great, they've always been fun throughout my life.
Right.
And I guess I stumbled across one, and it's like the ball started rolling.
Yeah.
I was like, we could all have our own cards.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, with NFTs and everything else that the world
Everything's
making
changed.
collectibles
Yeah.
makes it easier for us to sell music. And then
Yep.
it just all kind of came together in my head. And then, you know, I went and saw him, and when I saw mine, I'm not gonna lie, mine's my favorite. But I was up. I was completely like, this is it. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
Right.
Like, as far as marketing goes, this is very champion right here.
Got you.
And you know, I feel like I think it's gonna work. I think it's a great idea, and I think people are really starting to like gravitate to it.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know,
Like, I haven't had any negative feedback. And I don't have really many people around that kind of just like kiss my ass. Like, people that tell me straight up like, nah, saying that.
yeah,
I haven't had that happen.
me
whatsoever,
either.
you
And
know?
it's odd, and it feels good because you know we're building something, and like me and him are both from the same town, Berryville, Virginia. It's a small town where the whole town worked as a unit to pretty much get everywhere they ever got.
Right.
And I feel like this idea, the way it can expand, we can help everyone regionally get the exposure, not just us, but as a channel and as a platform.
Yeah.
Because our region is slept on.
Yeah.
And
Totally slept
it
on.
just bothers me to see people, because there'll be times I'll hear stuff that I'll literally download and bump that gets like 600 views. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, and I'm like, but it's so good. Like, why?
Yeah.
And like, that was the birth of the plan, basically.
Okay.
And just to give hip hop, real hip hop, a home.
Right.
Like, I don't want everybody to have to be shiny in a Ferrari to be able to tell their story.
Yeah, true.
Like, speaking of which, you got a video shoot coming up soon. Do you wanna tell the people anything about that? Or is that a secret?
We can talk. I'll give y'all a little bit, not too much, because I'm kind of secretive, but I'm kind of not. So, I got a project that's gonna be coming out soon, and I got a track called Demon Mode, which is produced by Nick. Shout out to Nick again, it's always the plug. And we're gonna be shooting it next Saturday out here. I'm not gonna give y'all too many details, but it's definitely a dope song, dope theme. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be tough. I can't wait. This will be my first time shooting with Capture PH. It's a really good guy. You know, I've seen a lot of his other videos, so it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be moving. You know, I'm excited.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this whole process.
Yeah.
I'm excited to know what you got coming next. What's the next in the? I know I got one that hasn't been released to the public yet that I'm not going to give away. Mm-hmm. That's not getting given away on this episode.
Nah.
But you know, what's in the pipeline? Like,
I mean, we are always going to be adding to the roster of the cards, and like I said, we got one that isn't released yet.
Yeah. And
then the one after that, I think, is really going to be the one, and it's going to be a little different because there's going to be 2 characters on one card.
Yeah.
But it's going to be tough, and it may or may not be tied to somebody that's in this video now.
Right.
But, you know, that one will be really tough. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep cranking them out. Every time I get ideas.
Now I'm curious.
So I'm a little curious.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask, as the artist, I know you don't play favorites. Which one? Who's your favorite?
Ah, man.
If you had to pick, if this house caught on fire, you had to grab one, and that's the one that survived.
That's a rough scenario to put me in. Cause I'm an artist. I love all my babies.
Yeah,
but,
I do too.
I mean, if I had to grab one, I would have to grab the first one because that's where everything came from.
Yeah, that's the OG.
So I'd have to grab my El Midas just because that's where everything started at. That was the first one that kind of
without that one,
it's bubbling.
Anymore, yeah.
Because you can't, you do series of cards like Garbage Pail Kids. The series is kind of lost without number 1. So
yeah.
That's probably what I would have to grab if I was put in that terrible situation, but
God forbid that happens.
Yeah, because I'd like to grab them all, but that's probably what I'd have to do for right now.
That's what's up. That's a good answer.
Yeah, you gotta keep the OG, man.
I mean, we know I'm saving no money.
Yeah.
He gonna save Lord Dynasty.
Yeah. If I can grab both, I got 2 hands, man. If I can grab both, I'll do it.
But how do your parents feel about you being a rapper? I know everybody's family takes them in different. Tell me about your parents, how they feel about you being a rapper.
Honestly, my mom and my dad, they fully support now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But like, I recently met my dad like a couple of years ago, so I didn't really have his opinion growing up. But my mom, she was not happy about that. Like,
let's hear it.
At one point when I was a kid, she didn't want me listening to any rap music at all, especially if it had cursing. Grew up in a church. Yeah. I had to listen to anything that was gospel, like Yolanda Adams or something like that. And I have this really funny memory and story that she's gonna say she doesn't remember, but I know she does. But I was my older cousin was like a huge 50 Cent fan, and like right when I started listening to rap music was when Get Rich or Die Trying came out. You know what I'm saying? And DMX was super popular at that time too. He actually is in my top 3, top 5.
Oh, okay.
And so he used to give me his CDs because I had a portable CD player. He used to give me his CDs on the low, like, yo, don't let your mama find out, but take this and see what you think. So I remember one day, I think this is like during the summertime, because I was at home during the week, and I'm bumping DMX. I don't remember what CD it was, but I know I shouldn't have been listening to it at that age. My mom comes home from work, and I'm in the living room. She's like, hey, son, and I just stopped. Which was like the biggest red flag. If I would have just been like, hey mom, how you doing?
Yeah.
Everything would have been fine, but I didn't do that because I'm a kid, man. I got scared.
Right.
So she's like, what are you listening to? I didn't say anything, and I was like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna get my ass whooped. Like, I'm gonna get torn to shreds. She asked me again, and like my mom was kind of like one of those like 3-strike rule parents. Like, I'm gonna ask you a few times, and if you don't answer me, you lie to me. It's a wrap. And of course I lied because I'm not gonna tell her the truth. No. Right. She's like, what are you listening to? And my response was, I don't know, which was stupid.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Younger me, why would you do that? Why would you do that? So I was like, I don't know. So she comes over, she takes the CD, the portable CD player in my hand, she sees it. Of course she yells. She's like, why aren't you listening to gospel music? I was like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, I don't know why. And I got booked for it, and then now I'm a rapper. So that didn't really turn out the way she thought, you know?
Well, that's good that she got from there to support.
Oh, it definitely took a while because my subject matter at one point, she was like, I did not like it. Yeah. You know, but as of right now, she definitely supports because like I'm actually like putting the effort in and things like that. So
I mean, we're definitely getting somewhere.
Definitely, you know. But you, man, how do your parents feel about you like drawing serial killers and shit like that, man?
It's kind of funny, like with my parents, because like my mom is the reason that I love horror stuff.
Word. Because
when I was a kid, she loved horror stuff.
Okay.
So she had me watching ill stuff that I shouldn't have been watching.
Yeah.
At like 5-6 years old. So she's the reason that I like it anyway. But as she's kind of gotten older, she's softened up a bit. You know what I mean? And she's like, your stuff's kind of heavy, and I'm like, yeah, I know. But she's
might be the reason.
Yeah, like you did this to me. Like I was a regular little kid, you know. She supports, and you know, it took her a minute to get on board with her son being a professional artist, because it's hard for parents to like conceptualize that, you know what I mean? Because it's not a normal job.
Right.
But you know, since everything started working, you know, years ago or whatever, she fully supports. But every now and again, she'll see a piece of art and just have to shake her head and walk away. But yeah, no, she supports everything, man, and my pops did too.
Right.
Know?
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, how do your parents feel about you being?
Yeah, all the wild stuff you're into.
Man, I gotta say, my dad. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes he just shakes his head at me, but he has supported me through everything. He let me build my first studio in his backyard.
He's huge.
You know, he built the set for Judas when we shot the video in the house. Like, I always feel like it's one of the greatest things. Like, I always feel like my dad's my biggest fan. And like, you know, you knew me growing up. You didn't like. We're from the same place. Like, I was a wild.
Yeah.
Like, I was a different breed of wild. And you know, he didn't put up with it per se. Like, he would always tell me I was, you know, messing up.
Yeah.
But he always accepted me for being me, and he's always supported the music heavy. And you know, my mom's always supported the music. Like, she always hits me up and tells me it's going well. And like, you know, like, I actually feel like my parents, they supported me being me when I didn't even support me being me. You know? Like, doing all the wild stuff back in the day. And now, honestly, like, I met with my dad yesterday. We went and did just some father-son stuff, and he's super proud of this idea. He's like, I love it. And he's like, the team he brought together, he's like, I like your team. Like, you know, you really came up with something that might work. And
I feel like that's the best support system to have is the people that raised you. A lot of people don't have that.
Yo, I'm a 42-year-old man, and if my dad told me no, I'm gonna listen.
Right.
And you know why?
Oh yeah.
Because it ain't even gonna be no question. It'd be like, don't do that. I wouldn't even think like, I'm grown. You can't say that. I'd just be like, you right.
Yeah.
You've had it right this long. I'm just gonna trust you this last part. Like, you know,
you filled me in. I get it.
I mean, I think a support system is very good. You know, like you gotta have that, or it just crumbles. Because I don't know about y'all, like, artists are self-conscious, kind of.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, every piece of anything I've ever made, I question.
No, yeah.
Like, do y'all feel like that?
All of it.
Yeah.
Every
bit. Being vulnerable, you know?
Top to bottom, Like, I'll tear apart something I did way more than anybody else could.
Right.
Yeah.
And see, like, if a stranger were to say, oh my God, I like it, you were like, nah, this isn't right. This isn't right. I do the same thing in my recording. I get it, bro. I get
every single time, but it's just that's what makes sharing your art with people that much more impactful. Because it's
Right.
like, man, you really getting a little piece of me right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's some artist stuff. You know what I mean? Music, whatever, traditional art, whatever. Like that's some real artist stuff.
Yeah, because a lot of people always ask me why I answer every comment on everything that someone takes the time to leave. I'm like, they took the time to watch our stuff and give it good or bad review. I at least appreciate their time.
Yeah.
Like
Like that doesn't require that much effort to just hit a like, say thank you,
Yeah,
or, you know,
like-
whatever.
And that leaves a good impression with people because it's like it's personal at this point. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like, hey, thanks for watching, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And even if they didn't like it, it's like, maybe I'll give him another shot just because he took his time to respond to me. Because Lil Wayne ain't responding to anybody. You know,
Yeah.
It's not a knock to these guys because,
I mean,
granted, they are getting like hundreds of thousands of comments, but at the end of the day, like, it's like a sign of gratitude.
see, but I feel like even if I was at the 100,000 comments, I wouldn't answer everybody.
Right.
But I would probably go through and read them, and if something sounded meaningful, like I wouldn't answer a thumbs up. I can't stand the thumbs up in the messages, by the way. That's the most disrespectful thing on earth.
Right.
But sorry, I got a thumbs up problem. But you know, I would still go through like the people who actually took the time to write something like, "Yo, I like what you did here." I'd probably still answer them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's literally what I live for. Is like people just judging the art, basically.
The response is, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like
Yeah, feedback's important, you know what I mean? And being able now to get it like in real time. Like you
Like
post
an
something
instant.
up and then immediately get the feedback. It's like, yeah, I always try to go, you know, like the people's comments, say thank you, regardless if it's good, bad, indifferent, whatever.
Right.
Because it all helps.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
and it's just super dope that like you create something in your head and people support it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's always been the wildest thing.
It's a
like
trip.
I made this in my brain.
Yep.
Like, what you got planned in the future? Like, tell them what you got coming up with the label. Like, what's gonna get going?
Well, we got some merch dropping here in a couple of weeks. I got a video that I had on my YouTube channel that's going to be posted to the actual label channel coming out soon. A project coming out real soon. Video shoots. Pretty much everything that I'm supposed to be doing is all by the head one time. You dig what I'm saying? I'm super stoked for it. I got people around that believe in me. You know what I'm saying? We all believe in each other, which is the biggest part. You dig what I'm saying? We're all cool.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Huge
saying?
facts.
So that's pretty much it, man. I'm just working my tail off, bro. And y'all see.
That's what's up, yo. Y'all will see. So what you got coming up in the future?
So I'm just gonna be cranking out more of the art cards. You gave me the hardest task, which is coming up with one for myself.
Ooh,
So-
I gave you an idea, though.
I know you gave me an idea, and I like that idea a lot. But that's always gonna be the hardest thing for an artist is drawing yourself.
Yeah.
But I'm up to that task. Up to, you know, getting our other artists taken care of and get them their own piece. But yeah, that's basically what I got going on coming up here in the short term future.
That's what's up.
What about you, bro?
Big boss, what you got, man?
Man, I got a lot of things going on. Well, with the YouTube channel, we're gonna start dropping regional artists videos. You know, we're at once a month right now. We're hoping to build up enough content to get to once a week. You know, like, share, and subscribe, of course. It helps the channel out immensely, and we really appreciate the way you've helped us grow. You know, I'm stepping back from rapping for a minute so I can, you know, help push Dynasty's project on the label and help do everything that needs to be done to get us going, make us some more merch. Y'all check out the merch section. You know, it really helps us. You go buy a sweatshirt or something, or a glass or anything. It helps us get everything done and accomplished. And basically, that's what I do every day. I make cartoons and hip hop, and it's great.
Yep.
The best job, bro.
Yeah, like it's I can't hate on it at all. But so come visit us at palegarbagerappers.com if you want to see what we're doing. That's all our merch is on there. You know, everybody's got content on there. You can check out his art, my art, Dustbone's art, Nova's art. Everything is on there, and we really appreciate y'all. Everything will be in the description. So, you know, I hope you come visit us, and thanks for watching.
Dessert.
You could see it.